Welcome, Eden Prairie hockey fans. We got a District 6 matchup tonight. Waconia versus Eden Prairie Black. Waconia won the first matchup in this series 6-1 way back on November 8th. Eden Prairie coming off of a big win last Sunday against previously undefeated Prairie Lake Navy. You see Caleb Clark right there. He scored his 50th goal last Sunday. Eden Prairie has 3 district games left. If they can manage to win out, they will secure a above 500 record in districts. Right off the face-off, Waconia wins it. They go D-to-D. Nice pressure by Shirley, holds the zone, wins the race, goes to the front of the net, broken up by Waconia. They come back the other way. We're missing Gunmanson tonight. Don't know what the injury is, but I did see him earlier with his helmet and no pads on. So it looks like we got Bourne filling in for him. Or no, Bourne is out there with Shirley. We're probably going to have Agrawal and Victor as the second pairing tonight. First shot right on net. Now it looks like we're going Victor and Anthony Ryder playing on the right defense here. Victor steps up, takes the face off, crosses the blue line. Shot in, goalie makes the makes the cover for a whistle. We got a penalty coming up on Waconia. Just a minute in, Eden Prairie getting the first power play of the game. Face-off won back by Waconia. Pressure applied by Eden Prairie, but Waconia breaks the pressure and gets it out to the far side. McMurray leaves it for Just. Goes tape to Ryder. He goes tape to Bradle. He's bumped off. Shirley steps up, holds the zone. Quick shot, tipped just wide by Bradle, I believe. Thrown in front, goes right through the crease. And that's fired all the way down by Waconia for an icing. Minute 13 left in the Eden Prairie power play. Was worried I had no viewers. Now I got one. Held in by Shirley. Sticked aside by the Waconia netminder. Nice forecheck there by Bourne to hold it on the half boards. Comes up to Shirley. He's got a little time. Takes it. Throws it down in the corner for Bourne. He's ridden off, but he leaves it for Just. He sidesteps. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Shirley. Over to Agrawal on the far boards. He goes just too far for Clark. Waconia turns it right around. 26 seconds left in the penalty. Shirley takes it here in the near corner. Gets by Wyatt. He's got some room on the near boards. Throws it in front off the pads. Clark just can't get to the rebound. Cleared to center by Waconia. Backhanded. Skips just over Clark's stick. Comes back to Agrawal. He's playing, looks like left defense on this one. We might have 5 defensemen tonight. Takes a bounce off a skate, comes right to Agrawal. His pass broken up. He's battling along the boards. Shirley in to help. Bradel in to help. Shirley digs it out. Sidesteps the check. Bradel takes it in on the far boards. His shot just wide. Ryder at the near point. His shot blocked into the corner. Just has it just knocked off his stick. Bourne tries to throw it in deep, but we're offsides. Tipped in deep by Sutliff. Bourne's clearing attempt broken up. Sticked aside by McMurray. Even Prairie can't clear. Still can't clear. Comes free to Waconia. McMurray blockers that into the near side here. And Sutliff does clear the zone. Just gives some pressure. Clark tries to intercept it, but can't quite get control of it. Ryder with a quick stick breaks that up. Waconia forced to turn back as they wait to clear the zone. Ooh, bad change. Victor comes on late. Can he get there in time? McMurray with a quick leg to keep it out. Just failed to connect to Just. Ooh, they get by Victor. Find the man in front, guys. Circles, he goes back to the point. They throw it back into the near corner, rings it around behind the net. Justin Agrawal. Clark finally pulls it out. He gets it up to Bourne just a little too far. Waconia right back the other way, tape to tape. Throws it in front, nicely tied up by Victor, I think that was. Had that stick all tied up in the slot so he couldn't get to the pass. Victor, first one to it, rings it around behind the net. Over 5 minutes gone in the first period, we're still scoreless. Shirley takes a bump on the back, no call. Tip past the other Shirley, gets it deep. He rings it around, trying to get it to his brother. His brother tries to get it to his cousin, Bradel. It's a family affair here at Eden Prairie. Waconia can't handle the pass. Eden Prairie can't get it in deep. Waconia comes back the other way. They stay on sides. Intercepted by Shirley before it can get deep. He goes right back up through all the traffic of the line change. Somehow with the puck still. Missed the net on the short side. Rings all the way around behind the net. Bourne, you got to get to that puck. McMurray gets the leg down and denies it on the little mini breakaway. Up off the glass. Held in momentarily. Flipped in again by Waconia. Nearing the halfway mark. Shirley can't clear it. Bourne tries to go up off the glass and it hits the net. For a whistle with 7:52 left in a scoreless first period. How long you out, man? Shrug from the shoulder from Brant. Waiting to get doctored clearance to get back in after blocking that shot last week. Right at the end of the game. Waconia comes back the other way, stays on sides. Ryder trying to take on 2 players, holding his own so far. Where's his help? Here comes Bradle. Stay with him. Nice job to cut him off. And Bradle comes out of that mess with the puck. Gets it up to Shirley on the left wing. Just misses the sidestep. But they do get it down deep. Bourne on the pressure. Forces him back the other way. Bourne with it at his own blue line. Just a little too far for Shirley. Waconia with speed coming into the zone. Shirley picks it up off the boards. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Clark streaks through. Waconia did a nice job forcing that behind the net. Clark takes his man to the boards hard and then comes away with the puck. His shot broken up as the stick goes flying into the far corner there. Waconia comes up the near boards, 3-on-2. They tried to split the D. Quick stick by Agrawal breaks that up, and Clark's going right back the other way. He's given a rough ride, no call. Just battling in the corner. Sutliff just onto the ice. He's there, picks up the garbage in the corner, gives it to Just. He leaves it back for Shirley. They do get it up to Shirley at the point. His shot on net, held to the body by the Waconia netminder. I don't know, I keep losing viewers, so I'm hoping the feed's good. I can't really check my text messages during the game. So we'll just find out, I guess. I am connected to the Wi-Fi. Victor with a nice play at the blue line to keep Waconia out. Got to be careful this time. Somebody was behind him. Bounce off the near corner. McMurray picks up another tripping penalty. I don't know if I got this one on camera, but I'm pretty sure he did it. Come on, dude. No need for that. Eden Prairie goalie picking up a little bit of a reputation here. 2 penalties now in 3 games, I think. I'm sure he tripped him. He does it every game. And that cost him. Dumb penalty by the goalie, costs Eden Prairie. Waconia power play makes the score 1-0. Shirley picks it up. He's got a breakaway going the other way. Waconia goalie equal to the task. We got Clark out there with Shirley and Bourne, Ryder and Shirley on the defense. Waconia chips it up to center. Here they come right away again. Long shot. McMurray handles that easily and gets the whistle. Late change by Eden Prairie. Bradle with Johnson and Just out here. Face off won by Waconia. McMurray steers it into the far corner. Waconia with control of it. Blocked out to center by Just. Ends up all the way back in Waconia end. Here comes Waconia again, right back at him. This Waconia team is just throwing everything they have at Eden Prairie here to start this game. Four minutes, 17 seconds left in the first period. Face-off won by Waconia. They go D to D. Shot tipped just wide by Waconia. They come up with it at the side of the net. McMurray ends up covering it for the whistle. The assistant captain for Waconia there, number 14, battling at the side of the net. Clark wins the face-off. He's going the other way. Tries to split the D. He's hauled down. No call. They shoot. He scores! I think Clark might have got that, or Sutliff finds the garbage at the side of the net. I don't know who gets it. Could be Clark unassisted. Could be Sutliff from Clark. Either way, Eden Prairie ties it up at 1. Quick answer by Eden Prairie. Shirley battling on the near boards here. Throws it around behind the net. Clark pinches his guy off. Ooh, they break Agrawal's pinch. 2-on-1 if they hurry. McMurray blockers it. It's up in the air. Glove down by Shirley. He can't clear the zone, but it comes right to Victor, who does get it out. It's left for Bradle coming off the bench. His pass broken up. Don't play around with it at the blue line, guys. Held in by Waconia. Agrawal tries to go the long breakout stretch pass to Shirley. He sidesteps the check. Rebound in front. Nobody can get to it. Throw him back to the point, but Eden Prairie was in the change. Bourne turns. He goes tape to his brother, who tips it in. Under 3 minutes to go in the first period. No Reddington tonight. No Gunmanson and no Brandt. So Eden Prairie shorthanded. Just battling behind the net. Quickly thrown in front. Bourne turns and just misses. Just turns and fires. That's blocked in front. Throws it into the corner this time. Come on, boys. Hustle off. Just over 2 minutes to go. It's tied at 1. That's all the way down. On net, McMurray forced to make the stop. Pushes it ahead to Shirley. He's met right away. But he does go tape to Clark, going the other way. He sidesteps the check, but can't catch up to the puck. Held in by Johnson, thrown back into the corner. Johnson does a nice job reading the play. His centering pass broken up. Cleared out to center by Waconia. Clark trying to stick handle through. Defenseman unable. Eden Prairie caught offsides with 1:21 to go in the first period. Face-off control by Waconia. They try to go up the far boards. Victor's there to intercept it. His pass to Bradle just failed to connect, and they get an icing call with 1:12. Face off gathered up by Eden Prairie. Sutliff here on the near boards. He's got some room wide if he wants to take it. Cuts back to the middle. Held in by Victor. Can't quite get it deep though. Bourne, fresh off the bench, tries to break it up. Ryder tries to throws a shoulder at the blue line, and we got penalties coming up on, I think, Ryder. Did we get both of them or just Ryder? No, it's just Ryder with the slash. His first penalty of the game. This Waconia power play scored right away on the last one. 45 seconds left in the period. Face-off control by Waconia. Little slew foot there, no call. They can't clear the zone though. Come on, guys. Held in still by Waconia there on the far boards. Agrawal thrown to the ice, no call. Waconia finally gets control of it. They go beautifully around the horn all the way. Two guys in front. Shirley steers it into the near corner, then throws it up off the glass. Bradle can't clear the zone though, and of course, everybody was out of the zone. They're so lucky the clock ran out. We're tied at 1 after 1. Power play goal by Waconia on the tripping penalty by McMurray. And then Clark answered right away. I believe it was Clark. About a minute later to tie it up at 1. All right, we're back for the start of the second period. Face-off won by Waconia. Shirley gives this guy a ride into the ice. Picked up by Clark up the far boards. He's got Just with him on the near boards. This shot blocked. Sharp angle shot. Behind the net, goes right to Waconia going the other way, but Shirley breaks it up. He finds Bourne on the near boards. Thrown in front, gathered up by Waconia. Remember, they're still on the power play for another 30 seconds. That's going to be an icing all the way down. 25 seconds left on the Eden Prairie penalty. Clark and Shirley out there as the penalty killers with Bourne and Victor. Face-off control by Waconia. Nice tape to the far side. Cross the red line, dump it in. Just 12 seconds left on the penalties. Bourne gathers it up. He throws it off the dasher. Clark can't have the hands quick enough. Or sorry, that wasn't Clark, that was Shirley. Clark with the kick to keep it out. Sutliff on the ice after the penalty expired. Finally gathered up by Waconia as they cross into the Eden Prairie zone. Trying to get around Bourne, thrown in front. McMurray had to be sharp. Gets an arm on that to keep it out. Little stick into Bradle. Can't get control of the puck then. No call. Bradle going back into his own zone to get this one. As Waconia goes off for a change. Geometry's a little off on that. Shirley can't get to it. Bourne chips it up. Shirley gets it by the defenseman. He's all by himself for the moment. Tries to get it to Sutliff, who's all tied up in front. McMurray sees that one the whole way and gets it in his glove for the whistle. Thrown in front by Waconia. But Eden Prairie's coming back the other way. Nifty little crisscross. Just for Bourne. Shot blocked into the corner, and Waconia's going right back the other way. Just picks it up, tips it into the corner, trying to win the race. Bourne knocked out in front, no call. Clark with it, off the back of the net. Held in by Just, goes it to Bourne. Oh, they had Clark on the back door, but intercepted. That's a high stick. .11:36 left in the second period. We're still tied at 1. Penalty boxes are empty. Shirley's breakout attempt broken up, and Waconia's going back the other way. That shot goes high and wide. Shirley fights through the stick check, gets it up to Bradle. Heart of the net. Bradle with a nifty little backhand. Doesn't get it there, but he does find Johnson, who gets a shot on net, steered into the corner. Waconia still with it in the corner there. They do clear it out. Eden Prairie goes all the way back to their own blue line with Bourne. He throws it in offsides. 4 minutes, 8 seconds gone in the second period. We got the Clark, Sutliff, Just line out now. Clark trying to push it in. Held in by Sutliff at the line. He cuts to the middle. He's got some room. Shot on net. Rebound was there, but Clark was tied up nicely by the Waconia defenseman. Yeah, he looked right at the camera. I'm talking about you, Haskell. I wonder if his first name's Eddie. Clark wins the faceoff to himself, but can't get to it. Thrown up the boards. Agrawal holds it in, just throws it back into the corner. Hits the ref, though. Nice, over to Victor on the near board. And he scores! Clark with the tip from Victor and Agrawal. Or maybe it was Victor and Sutliff on the assists. Either way, Eden Prairie with their first lead of the night. Great shot. A lot of equipment laying on the ice at the blue line. Oh, that went through the crease, I think. Right through the 5-hole in McMurray, but through the crease. Bourne chips it out. Right back in, they're offside. Bring it to the blue line like he did for us. And then that guy tripped over the net guard. Right at the 10-minute mark of the second period. Eden Prairie 2, Waconia 1. Shirley overskates it on the faceoff. Waconia comes in 2-on-1. They try to go the back door. I don't know if it was wide or McMurray got enough of it. Shirley picks it up, trying to get through 3 men. Good luck. Just got to throw that one into the corner and then try to go. Nice saucer pass. That shot went up and over the net, though. Behind the net, had McMurray tricked. It's out in front. Victor finally picks it up. He throws it down. That's going to get all the way down for an icing call on Eden Prairie. Team starting to filter in for the next game, which is Eden Prairie Red versus one of the Edina teams. Clark with it, makes a nice move on the far boards. Use your speed. Oh, he can't catch up to the puck, and it comes in offsides. Clark wins the faceoff forward, but it's gathered up by Waconia. They throw it up to the Eden Prairie defense. He fans on the puck. Harmlessly comes to Clark, who then gets it. Finally, they get it down deep. Number 15 tries his best, Quinn Hughes, and he does it. Then he goes tape to tape on a brilliant stretch pass to 57. That shot blocked by Shirley into the corner, though. Johnson throws it to Bourne, coming up the near boards here. He goes back across to Johnson. They stay on sides. It's thrown in behind the net. Forecheck's coasting the whole way. Come on, guys. You're only up 1. You got to be going hard. Ryder battling behind the net. Cleared but not out. Shirley's shot deflected into the far corner. He gets another chance. He fans on it. Waconia on the near boards. They dump it all the way down. Victor wheels. Activates himself. His pass broken up by Waconia right at the last second. Otherwise, just might have been in. Shirley stops behind his own net, throws it over to his brother, who tips it behind Ryder. Now we got a battle for it. We're past the halfway mark of the game. Picked up by Shirley. 2-on-2. This shot blocked and broken up into the far corner there. Waconia breaks out. Number 8 can't get past the 2 Bourne brothers. Dangerous attempt to try to get that one to Clark. He bounces it up the near boards here to Shirley. He kicks it ahead to Clark. Intercepted by 4. They go right back the other way. A couple tape-to-tape passes, but can't hold on to the last one. Just stays on sides, but doing that drew him all the way over to the near side. Drew him all the way over to the far side. Clark fights through the stick check. gets it over to Just. We got a penalty coming up on Waconia. Eden Prairie up by a goal, and now goes on the power play. Edina Green versus Eden Prairie Red in the nightcap tonight. Cleared out by Waconia. Well, that could have been a hook, no call. Thrown back in by Just. Born on the forecheck, can't get there in time. Waconia comes up the far side. They throw it all the way down. That's going to be an icing. Minute 38 left in the Eden Prairie power play. Bradle out here with Shirley and Sutliff. Bourne and Victor on the point. Shirley picks it up behind the net. Rings it back around. Sutliff finds it, throws it in front, clears through everybody. Victor waits for it. Backhand thrown through the slot. Nobody's home. Eden Prairie applying the pressure here on the boards. Oh, Shirley can't quite come off the boards with it. And Waconia throws it all the way down. Not far enough for icing, though. They stay on sides. Bradle with it. Trying to make a move. Shirley picks it up, bounces it back to Victor. Victor goes across to Bourne. Bourne plays it off the boards. Throws it back into the corner. Bradle first one to it. He bounces it around nicely. We get back up to Victor on the point. He circles down low. Right off the goalie's head. Hits nothing. So there's no whistle. Went all the way up right through the rafters. Bourne somehow holds the zone. Shot blocked. Sutliff shot blocked. Waconia's going to clear it this time, I think. Yep, they go tape to tape. One-on-one with Victor. Victor forces him into the corner and then comes away with the puck. Been doing that all year. Just over 4 minutes left in the second period. Eden Prairie still up 1. Power play is over now. Bourne applying some nice pressure. Clark gets there to break that up, but Waconia's able to come away with it. Waconia does a nice job of going side to side. That pass blocked over, picked up by Waconia. Oh, they find him on the boards, but it just skips over his stick. Thrown in front, tied up nicely by Shirley, I think that was. Then he joins the play. Stay on sides. They do stay on sides. But can't make a play out of it. Waconia comes back the other way. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second period. Chip back in deep by Waconia. Ryder picks it up behind his own net. He's looking for somebody. His pass broken up. Waconia comes right back in the other way. Thrown in deep. Ryder doesn't win the race to the puck, but he fights him off, throws it in the corner, but now he picks up a penalty on the hooking. It's his second of the game. Ryder picks up his second penalty of the game. Eden Prairie gonna have to kill it off now with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left, up by 1. They can't clear the zone off the face-off. Waconia sets it up. They've been able to set it up all night long. I think they're 1 for 2 on their power play. Well, I know they're 1 for 2. It could be 1 for 3, but I think it's just 1 for 2. No, this is going to be their third. Yeah, so they're 1 for 2. Sorry. Just get that covered, McMurray. And they shoot, they score. Tied at 2. Stay out of the box. And the Waconia power play 2 for 3 tonight now. Ties the score at 2. Victor picks it up. Dishes it up to Johnson. He can't handle the pass. Waconia right back the other way. Thrown in front, is broken up by Shirley. Shirley and Victor in on the boards battling for it. Victor now has it in the far corner. He's coming up the middle. He gets it to Clark. Clark gets around him. Big hit. No penalty. Held in momentarily, but Waconia clears the zone. Shirley turns and fires it. They wave off the icing. Bradle on the forecheck. Waconia tape to tape on their breakout, and then they go just off the stick, so there's no icing. Eggerwall behind his own net rings it around. Eggerwall with it, goes up the near boards, fails to connect with... Oh, you got to wave that off. They did. They wave it off. No icing. Waconia with it behind their own net. Bradle in front. Sutliff tries to break it up, but can't. They're coming back the other way. Late in the period. McMurray makes the stop. Eggerwall, got to clear that puck when you got a chance, guys. Just coming up the near boards, crosses the blue line. Tries to sidestep the check, throws it back to the point. Bourne walks in. His shot, goalie saw it. Gets it into his belly and makes it the save and covers it for the whistle. 17.9 seconds left in the second period. Face off to the right of the Waconia goalie. We're all tied at 2. Brado wins it to the near boards. Just tries to kick it to himself. Waconia got just enough time. Three seconds. McMurray has to make a save right at the end to keep it 2-2. After 30 minutes of hockey, we're all tied. Comes down to one period. Eden Prairie with a district record right now of 5-7-1. Not sure what Waconia's record is. Eden Prairie's overall record, 20-13-2. They have a third place in a tournament and a second place. And another third place, I think is what we got. I think we've taken hardware in all 3 tournaments we played in. Yeah, I think we went third place, second place. Another tournament coming up starting on Friday in River Falls. All right, here we go. 15 minutes to go. Plenty of time left on the hour clock. Ryder and Bourne start on the defense. Shirley, Clark, and Bourne starting on the forward line. Shirley takes it down into the far corner, gets it in front of Bourne. Can't get the shot off. Clark's tied up. Shirley swoops in, picks it up. Backhander steered into the corner. Thrown in front. Nobody can find the garbage to put it home. Got to put that garbage in the basket. Oh, they're offsides by half a step. Face off just outside the Waconia blue line. Clark, Shirley, and Bourne, with Bourne and Ryder on the point. Face off one back to Ryder. He goes to his partner, Bourne. He's pressured. He just... Thrown back in by Waconia. Bourne just throws it off the glass that time, taking no chances. And then it's shipped into the bench by Waconia. Going to be a face-off just outside of the Waconia blue line again. First minute gone in the third period. Waconia comes back 2-on-2. Pass to the right wing off the boards. Victor does a nice job of riding him into the boards. But he walks out in front. Puck's just sitting there. McMurray had to be equal to the task and gets the whistle. Waconia finds the garbage in front and gets a good shot. McMurray bellies it up. Face-off finally gathered up by Eden Prairie. They go off the boards to Just. He chips it up and out, gets it to the far blue line. Then intercepts the pass. He's with it in the far corner, throws it in front. Through everybody, Agrawal with it. He just rings it around, throws it behind the net. Just with it again. He goes up to Victor. Victor's shot, stopped. Turn, fire just wide. Victor turns and goes the other way. His pass just behind Clark. Sutliff steps in front of that pass. Tips it up to Clark. He crosses the blue line. His shot blockered into the corner by the goalie. He shoots, he scores! Is that Sutliff or Shirley? That's Shirley. He finds the nice little pass from Sutliff, I think. Eden Prairie goes back on top, 3-2 with 12:28 to go. So Clark has scored, Shirley has scored. And I don't remember who had the other goal. Anybody want to send a message and let me know? If you know, drop it in the comments. Clark goes hard off that face-off. He's hauled down, no call, but he gets the quick little diving one-handed deflection shot. Face-off gathered up by Waconia. For those of you who watched the last game, I became quite the fan in the third period. Expect nothing less as the longer this third period goes. Bourne battling on the far boards, throws it back in deep. Waconia turns right up the middle. He's met by Clark to shut that down. Throws it to the far boards though. Nice tape to tape. Quick shot right into the glove. McMurray holds on to it for the whistle. Under 12 minutes to go in the period now. Face-off going to be to the right of the Eden Prairie netminder. Bradle on the face-off. Quickly shot. Backhand goes up over the net on the rebound. They bounce it off the boards. Picked up by Waconia. They can't hold the zone though. But they regroup, come right back in. Tries to get through Ryder. He says, not today. Chipped out by Bourne. At the far blue line. Bradle can't get it over to just on the, probably just at the side of the net there. Rung around the boards. Agrawal holds the zone momentarily. Bourne then gets it in deep behind the Waconia net. Under 11 minutes to go. Bradle picks it up. He's given a ride, but from behind, no call. Waconia, tape to tape, fails to click. Geometry failed by, not really quite. Just picks it up, sidesteps the stick check. He's hooked, no call. Clark backhands it. Waconia gathers it up in their own zone, goes D to D. Bourne steps in front of that one. They're on sides. Crosses the blue line. His shot blocked into the corner. 10 minutes left in the third period. First, second, third period. Waconia gathers it up on the near boards. Nice stick by Victor to break that pass up. Then Clark comes in and then throws it deep. Waconia goalie leaves it at the side of the net for his number 91. Pass fails to click. Bourne gathers it up at the blue line. Throws it right through everybody. Shirley chips it up. Clark trying to catch. He just can't find the handle after the tip. Bourne, last man back, chips it up off the boards. Victor's there. Bradle nicely intercepted that one at the blue line. He's all by himself as Eden Prairie's on a change. He's still with it behind the net. Throws it up to the boards. Agrawal has a little trouble with it. And Waconia comes back the other way. They stay on sides after mishandling the pass at the blue line. Agrawal gets it up to Shirley on the far boards. He finds Bradle in the center. Crosses the blue line, fires it just over the net. He gathers it up, throws it up to Agrawal. This time he gathers it up. Knuckle pucks it in, but the goalie finds it in his glove. 8:28 to go in the third period. Eden Prairie up by 1. Clark, Justin Bourne out there on this one. Clark gets a stick on it, holds the zone nicely, leaves it for Just. He turns around, fires it, but it's broken up. Waconia come back the other way. Keep your feet moving, boys. Everybody ties him up. Puck right here in front of me. I'm trying to zoom out. We got a penalty coming up on number 8, Bantam. Gets one for roughing. Eden Prairie going to the first power play of the game. I think maybe it's their second. I think it might be their first. No, it's their second. Don't think they scored on their first power play, so they're 0 for 1. But the power play has scored in 4 straight games. Oh, big quick leg save by the goalie as Bourne fires one off the face-off. Waconia coming this way, shorthanded, broken up by Shirley. He sidesteps the defenseman. He gets it over to Just. Just in the far corner, he's bumped off by Waconia. But they give it right back to him. Again, Agrawal with it. He's got time. Oh, he tried to throw that into Bourne. Bourne tries to get it back to Shirley, unsuccessful. Waconia goes cross ice, 1-on-1 against Agrawal. He does get around him. Throws it in front. Nice tie up by Just to deny the captain a easy banking one-timer shot. Bradle with it at the far corner. Bourne throws it back in deep. Shirley's going to be the first one to it. Under 7 minutes to go in the third period. Gets past Bourne. He's got Ryder. If he wants him, he does. That pass might have been meant for Shirley, but Clark deflected it. And now Waconia comes back the other way. Bourne does a nice job to break that up. Tries to get it to Clark. Finally, Shirley with it. Shirley over to... I don't know who took that shot. I think it might have been Sutliff again. Yeah, that was Sutliff with that shot, gloved by the goalie. 14 seconds left on the Eden Prairie power play. We're changing up the defenseman. Shirley. Nope, we're going Victor and Ryder on this. Wait, what are we doing? No, are they gonna let it do it? They're gonna let it happen, all right. We're re-changing it. I think we're playing with 5 defensemen, so it's kind of hard to keep track of the rotation sometimes. Waconia come back the other way as the power play expires. A shot blocked behind the net. Thrown out in front, Clark picks it up. Gets it poked off his stick, but he chips it up to Sutliff. Can't chip it out of the zone, though. That shot fired just wide. Shirley can't get it out. Thrown back in by Waconia. They're going to be the first one to it. They try to throw it in front to number 4, but it's broken up. Shirley now with it. He's all by himself as the rest of the team goes off for a change. All 4 players. Shirley fires one off the side of the net. Bourne and Just collide. Victor saves the day by holding the zone, gets it to Just, who stands up at just the right time. Rung around by Waconia. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Waconia falls down. Victor holds the zone. Shot on net. Steered aside by the Waconia netminder. Held in for the moment. And Bourne just can't quite hold it. We get the whistle. With 4:38 left in the third period. Score 3-2 Eden Prairie. Clark, patented win the faceoff forward. Just gets to it. Waconia turns around, goes back behind their own net. Clark does a nice job to break that up, but they do clear the zone. They circle in the neutral zone. 4 Eden Prairie players waiting for them. That might be the best defensive set I've seen all year long. Just can't control it on the far boards. McMurray steers it behind the net. Thrown off the boards, just picks it up. Got to get it out now. Gets it to Clark through the center. He's all alone. He's hauled. He's hooked a little bit. No call. He's so strong, it's hard to pull him down. Held in by Agrawal at the point. All you gotta do is keep it down deep, guys. Just keep it deep. If you don't have a shot, just keep it in the corner. Shirley steps up. Eden Prairie in the zone, so he can't just throw it back in. Oh, just too far for Ryder. And they're calling an icing on that? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's a we hate Eden Prairie, we like Waconia kind of a call right there, I think. 3:09 left. Eden Prairie clinging to the 1-goal lead. Ryder taking the face-off. McMurray blockers it, leaves it right down on the ice for Bourne, who chips it out. Shirley wins the race. Well, kind of, he ties the race, but he does get the puck, throws it back to Victor at the point. He shoots, he scores! Victor finds the upper corner, right where Grandma keeps the cookies. That's the top shelf for all you people who don't know. Eden Prairie goes up by 2, under 3 to go. And a brilliant shot by Victor. Nice poke check by Victor. Waconia, though, not giving up. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Come on, guys, spread out. Same team here, everybody. Play your game, play your game. Here comes Waconia. McMurray takes that one right off the face to keep it a 2-goal lead. Ryder goes tape to tape. Shirley with some fancy stick handling, but it's not enough. Waconia comes back the other way. It's an empty net at the other end. McMurray tips it up behind the net. Shirley fires it off the boards, through the legs. They wave off the icing. All the way down, we're under 2 to go, empty net. Waconia stretch pass. Leaves it for the defense, he leaves it for the defense. That shot tipped up over the net. Bourne with it here. Shirley wins the race to the puck. Throws it back behind to his partner, Agrawal. Chips it up to Just. He's trying to get it out. Just chip it out. Just get it out. Get it out. Waconia holds the blue line. Eden Prairie does a nice job denying them the front of the net. He falls at the blue line. McMurray finds it in his glove with 1:13 to go. Remember, these two teams saw each other on November 8th, the first game of the regular season. Waconia came away with a 6-1 victory. Face-off won by Waconia. Comes right to the winger. McMurray's equal to the task. It's chipped out. Shirley trying to win the race. He finds the empty net. He shoots. He scores. 5-2 with under a minute to go. I think we can call this fairly safely for Eden Prairie. Next game for Eden Prairie is going to be Tuesday night against, guess who? Prairie Lake Navy. Be the 4th time the teams have met this year. Prairie Lake's up 2-1 in the series with a 4-1 win in the district play. And then, a 4-1 win in tournament play. And then a 1-0 win in tournament championship game. And then a 3-2 loss just last weekend. Shirley blocks that in front. McMurray finds it, holds onto it. Under 12 seconds to go in the game. So like I said, Eden Prairie, Prairie Lake, Navy for the 4th time. The last 2 have been barn burners. Bradle tries to ring it, or Shirley tries to ring it out. And Eden Prairie gets the win. Stay out of the penalty box. This game might have been 5-0. All right, everybody, we'll see you guys Tuesday night. Game time is about, I think, 7 o'clock. Could be 6:45. Eden Prairie stays on the roll, winning their third or 4th game in a row now. McMurray had himself a good game. I'm going to give him the number 3 star. Caleb Clark scoring the first goal. He gets the number 2 star. And let's give the number 1 star to CJ Shirley. I think he had 2 goals. If Clark's the one with 2 goals, we'll swap those 2 around. There's Brandt with his boot after taking the shot last Sunday. Johnson's a lucky guy, gets to carry all the sticks. All right, everybody, we'll see you guys Tuesday night. Go Eagles!